OJ.
This podcast episode is brought to you by
Lothian's Boutique. Follow them on Instagram at Lothian's Boutique, and you can check them out at 23 West Tradeway in Portmore. And you can use my code Arian10 to get 10% off your next bundle purchase.
I don't know, so we have a big up Pure 24 pure natural supplements designed to enhance the body and mind. They make supplements affordable, effective, and easy to use. Visit their website at pure24store.com. Their products ship worldwide. I remember to use the code THEFIX to get 15% off all items. Javi, do it with me. That's promo code THEFIX to get 15% off all items, and use the link in description. They're the only gummies you'll need for a better life, bar none. Also, big up Carry Come Couriers for all your shipping needs. You buy it, we carry it come. Also, big up Shortcut Barbers for the sharpest of cuts. Shing. Hit up Shortcut Barbers located at 9 Brandstraff Square. Don't know, so you can follow the boy Steve on Instagram. Right there.
Why nobody now do the angry translator for Andrew? Like right now, it just left a month, as you say. Suck your Hey, sucking yourself right about
Speaking
now.
of that,
Done.
Let's get into this uncomfortable topic now, because I feel like Sam says something like that or similar to that to the Maroon leader.
Are you crazy?
Yeah. The man basically say, hey.
Can you imagine how I wait for the question they don't like when the person asks the
Is
question?
it like him just a few and say, like he must say that,
Yeah.
People listen intently, so they can answer back everything when you ask detail. I must say, I don't know. All right, go on. You done? You done?
Are you finished or are you done?
I say, yo, you're mad? You're mad, man.
Go suck.
Get them. Let me answer. Uno Maroon bone or sovereign say, go fuck off. And that the man basically I say, yo, fuck Uno and no sovereign state. That whole government badness in full effect, you know. The man listen to the song them, yo. The man he will get in at the high pipe though, because
Touch Javi.
the man tell the Maroon girl, go fuck on himself. Go fuck off. Oh, sorry, let me tie that.
What did he say?
You hear this?
Are you hearing
I
this?
think something tweeted to Simon.
You don't hear my abing.
Yes, as him says, so them start sounding. Sound their big. Chaja. Simon Cross says, I'm not sure, but I think the PM just told the Maroons to go fuck themselves. In no uncertain terms. You know, there. Hear it.
Jamaica is a unitary, sovereign state. There is no other sovereign authority in Jamaica other than the government of Jamaica. I want that to be absolutely clear.
Clear.
None.
Yo, from the hand still in the ear. It's still airborne. And it's still firm. It's anger. None.
Yes.
like him I talk to Matthew and None.
I'm serious.
And under my leadership, not 1 inch of Jamaica
Yeah.
will come under any other sovereign authority.
Badness.
What you are asking would be another for the government of Jamaica to take taxpayers' money and grant funds to fund another government.
Are you crazy?
This is not a government saying they are a local government, a parish council government, which is under our constitution. Are you crazy? Really?
Yo, the pause. Yo, the pause pregnant, yo, fuck. The pause, they have twins.
The real one, not the fraud one.
Not the fraud one, like Jamie. Fraud twin. Real twin, them.
Oh my God.
A real twin, yo, the pause.
Are you crazy?
Yo, the delivery, Jaja. Entertaining.
The amount of meme we can make off for that.
Oh my God.
And then they see one when they say, yo, when the girl asks if you're a cheat.
Are you crazy?
Crazy.
Andrew,
Teacher, can I have $1 million, please?
Yo, we want to talk about this. And we've been going around this topic for quite some time. Now we're going to talk about it though. Let's address this.
Jaja.
Because it seems like at least you are worried about a civil war going on, Harry. We're going to ask a question, Harry. This is Richard Curry. Fellow, is he a big fraud? Let's ask a question. Let's put it out there. Because there's several people out there.
I don't know if he's a fraud, but I question his motives.
Questioning his motives.
I'm questioning his motives. Seriously.
Questioning his validity.
Because from my understanding, from what I gather, right? So yes, the Queen, them give them separate treaty from, but yeah, context is important, isn't it? So this was a time when we were under British colonial rule. The British people, them upset, said these Maroons are mash up the country, mash up them whole plan, them whole plantation system. You know, the slaves, them are run away, forgot to them and whatever. You know, so them I say, you know what, all right, the war where I start, we're not good at it. And read, you remember the first book we read? Young Warriors. We teach you that about guerrilla war and the red coats and what they never did that. They weren't winning. So then say, you know what, all right, let's just call truce. We can't bother. We can't fight no more. We are waste resources and time to fight them, and clearly we're not doing well. Let's have a cruise. We don't have the apartheid country. Just give it that, and anybody who come after this point, just return them back to it. That's the basic tenant.
This is from 19 long.
18 long, 16 long.
17 long.
long time.
I don't know how them ever read the writing on a paper there.
Right? It's a long thing. Fine, we agree to it. So they've kind of always operated outside of rule of law. Not rule of law. I can articulate this better. They don't operate in the context of British colonial rule. Right?
As opposed to a Jamaica.
Right. But coming forward and, bringing into history, we get independent, we get emancipated, we get independence. I've always thought of them as an ethnicity of sorts.
Group of indigenous people.
A group of indigenous people and ethnicity. They're black.
Culture. Sort of like the Indians.
Native Americans in America. But they're Americans. So when the live and how him gone and he Jamaican and Jamaican is a beggar, and then what you be? Then you're up on the rock, we're in a succession, like you succeed off of the rock, like if you're going to cockpit, you have to cross a river and a boat and a bridge and whatever. Aren't you a part of the country? Then wouldn't you consider yourself a Jamaican? How he came off in the live, Richard Curry came off in the live. It's almost as if he's saying that Maroons are not Jamaicans. We not have nothing to do with and they can't get the account. And I mean, everybody's saying it and people tell me and whatever. It's all about mining in the cockpit. Like the government of Jamaica want to give bauxite companies more power to mine in the cockpits. Whatever. That is beyond me. Me not really understand. I mean, I know. I care a little.
I think it is a central piece within this brewing conflict, it would seem.
But since he's been into power, it's just, to me, I just don't like how he isn't, and he's not really, because he must say Andrew should have more tact and diplomacy, and people are complaining about that. But he hasn't been displaying any sort of like bilateral cooperation of sorts. If that he's trying to say that Maroon is separate and is a separate state from Jamaica, he isn't trying to display it. He's being antagonistic. You see him clearly. Him go ahead with him something. The police say, well, yeah, me not give no clearance for nothing. So you had keep no name. Go ahead and keep it. People dead.
I believe they did indeed get clearance. I think they did.
I don't. Well,
I think even Babsy Grange did give the go ahead and say, hey, keep anything
cultural, because I read that they weren't giving anything.
The thing is, Ari, and I go step in now because people are going to hear you talk and all them are say, yeah, government agent. So of course.
But let me just put a pin to it, because I'm just saying that, listen, I didn't think that we were in any sort of bad vibes with them. You know, like with the Maroons. So all of a sudden him rise to power. Is this antagonistic friction? You know, like we can't come along. I'm like, bro, aren't you a Jamaican? Like, why you make it seem as if you're so separate? And I have so many questions. And I mean, I remember when him come to power and whatever. I'm like, so him different, like he have a visa.
There are so many questions.
The questions that I asked were so ridiculous and stupid or whatever. But no, I'm more intrigued because I'm like, seriously, like you're making it seem like you're not a part of the country. Then what are you? Like, how are you?
Present your passport.
Exactly. If you're in this country and you're not a Jamaican, they have to be something else. So you're Maroon. So how are you a Maroon? Because if he's a camping country, the camping country is not 90% of the island.
Yeah.
You're a small part of the island. So then what?
Let me tell you.
Move on, yeah.
So what you have to do for be a Maroon?
I tell the girl them were attracted and are charmed by this man, and it seems
Ridiculous.
at least in my mind that are being somewhat fooled.
Swayed, bamboozled,
And bamboozled.
hoodwinked.
Because all I go on, may I take it back to even when we did talk about, I think the last time we talked about it with Chang. And Chang did say like, he doesn't have any knowledge of them owning any lands.
Right.
And we did say, of course, they have them land.
Yeah.
But my thing, when I said that, people are going to say, they're not on a land because they're not a sovereign state. They're not real, a true sovereign state, so they don't have no land. In my mind, they've always had their lands and their separate place
Customs laws, right.
under the auspices of Jamaica. That's my thing. Say, yo, them have them land. Jamaica say, I found land. I found a place. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Because that has been the relationship, at least in my mind. So, yo, we acknowledge them as indigenous people.
Their own
Some of them
customs, their own
exactly.
thing. Just like
They're
with the
part of
Native
Jamaica
Americans.
still, but like them, they're separate and apart in their own special way. But I don't know, to how since this man come to power, it's like sovereign state, una nobody, Jamaica no nobody.
No, we're beggars. And we beg for something.
The man talk, it would lend to the rumor, say, oh, this man have some backing, some big backing, some big backers that are pulling some strings. Then pre-device interview and I say, is it me? What's going on there? We no see the videos, we no see who the pieces on them and on those topics and them things. So it really call into question them things that are.
Because I did I say from Sir P question it, did that question it too.
So even this argument now about unitary sovereign state, we are one. It's as simple as doing that Google search real. So I must say, oh, we are not. We are.
It's giving L.A. Lewis.
Javi, hold on. Javi, you make that joke there. But it's like the more and more I see of this, brother, the more I come off like the UIC, brother, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I Robert Rosa that just see a little chink in the arm and want to take advantage. I just think that him just a bit more smarter. And as me say, it seemed like him a back.
And the country is so pliable because I said people don't realize what going on. And I was so upset with the Jamaica Gleaner.
By the Black Panther,
and I was so upset with Jamaica Gleaner because how can Jamaica Gleaner give relevance or give credence but just a compound so in doing life and we bring snippets money, make traffic scare the snippet. What the freak?
You know why people
Jamaica
connect?
Gleaner
You know
carry.
why people connect with him also? Because them treat as the little man versus the big bad dirty government. Andrew is not seen in a good light right now. Right?
Fair, true.
We've had a criticism over the past years too. I know we're on some red list. I know I've been tailed by some government over the past year. I just know it. I know it. But when I see certain things with this man, I'm going to take it personal now. Not for say it's personal, but we just relay personal stories. BTS time, I know you're like, do this, but I do this. We've been publicly saying, oh, we would have interviewed that brother, why not? So when you always say them thing that people, you're supposed to know, so we're actively trying to make this thing happen. We have tried several avenues. What the people them say to we, Harry, when we try?
They said in a like because we ask we think not
They've
good
never
enough
said
theme.
that. It was implied.
That is
all right. Shut up. What them usually say is, yo, it man not depend on a joke thing, you know, militant. Them I said, okay. So yeah, because on the 10th, I'm saying, but brother, we interview other politicians, we interview all sort of other people other than the light interviews that we'd have with artists, right? So him don't want to be taken as a clown.
But L.A. Lewis don't have him number, so I not understand.
So fair and fine.
L.A. Lewis not have Andrew number.
Fair and
He not
fine.
Peter Phillips number.
And when me say them to you know, people don't take it, say, yo, me take it personal or anything, because I don't really.
No, we don't.
I say fine. Because when me get the vibes that people want to do interview, I say fine. Because sometimes them come around and say, oh, we're ready now. So I have enough time. When I see this man go on the Lalas, go on the hospital show, and doing the 57 poses with the 168 different camera angles. As we saw you do the interview, we saw you doing the full pose them.
Isn't that a joke?
I'm glad me never have said nothing. Me never have even finished the sentence, Javi. Because to me, you know, that always look poppy show to me, you know, me don't know about you, you know.
I always wonder how, like, do this take and this angle and this angle.
It speaks of vain, vanity. But yet still this man wants to pass himself. I am for the people, my people. When me see you do them thing they know, you go upon them the platform.
Because he can control the narrative there.
But you know what, I don't even think it's necessarily
No, because
afraid that way.
it's not a fear.
I think
He's
I
just
think we are more of a wild card.
yeah.
We more of a wild card. We'll ask some full question, but we'll ask you some question where you know too comfortable for answer.
Right.
I didn't see that
And I have a
anymore.
lot of questions, and I had a lot of questions.
I know, so we not take it present up on our platform, them are cool. You know what I mean? But me just see them thing, I'm a question. Why you go up on the platform, them will ask a full question, them and them thing that too. Well, make you look like Papi Show and them thing that too, which you really don't want to look like. But then you do the poses. I saw it right here. You did the poses. You did I'm reading a book. The sideways pose. You did the poses, bro. You did the vain poses. That never make it look like Papi Show.
Because
you go on the la them and then ask about how the girl then love if you have woman in her life, if you not look no woman. Those are stupid questions.
But it's those that you can box off. It's nothing. It adds to your persona. And
Where you can control the narrative. One thing notorious about we not play them shit then. We don't play them things. Artists them know and
what's
the
my New
people
Year's
them
resolution?
know.
That's my New Year's resolution. I want people to come on that shit.
We've been in that game long enough. You
can't
fuck with it,
control
you fuck
the
with it. You don't.
You can't control
You
the narrative.
don't. And we're alright with it. I don't know how else to say it or put it out there. We're comfortable with who we are. You either want for or you don't.
You're not?
Simple as.
I want people to like us.
Yo, Harry, we even suggested we'd go a compound. And no, we can't hear back. We say, yo, we go down there, we put the bush them pound.
Well, I ain't going down there now. I can tell you that for sure. You're not spice me. If Nara didn't listen to me, the spice would tell you what to tell her. All right.
But do say you're not gonna feel, but we just make the people them know them think I'm a pre-deeper. I said, is this man... I wouldn't know about your past history.
We really just wanted to be educated, you know?
We really just wanted
to
it,
be
Jack. But like, through them things, like, you really have a question. Like, him show him real hand. We see the picture of them out there when you're a businessman. And we know say you go. We know say you're a face boy. We see it. We see them thing there. So all them things we have to take into consideration. Say, I'm not giving no definitive answers still. I'm just raising questions here. I'm just saying certain
That's what
things we see.
I'm not going to speak to if he's being a fraud, but I just think
can't
that
really definitively say that
there's something afoot.
You have a question some motives
and
and some
I'm
certain
not true
things.
of his motives, because what is it like? Because ultimately, you have to say, I think he's trying to reform the Maroons, but to what extent and what do you want? Because is it that you want to be? I don't think anybody has ever full on like disrespected or ignored or discredited the Maroons and what they've done and who they are to the country. And again, if it's bigger than mining, if it's like you want to be able for mine out the country, because I could have been that thing, I could have been a whole animal farm thing, like you know what, Andrew mine it, but you want mine it and you want run it and own it and do what you need for do with it under the guise of trying to be.
And maybe this was promised to the powers that be.
So I'm just saying, like me not understand this, and I was so pissed off when Jamaica Gleaner come here and say, then if you're gonna do this, then if gunman down at Central Kingston were have a life, we're not gonna do that then.
Them good, they'll delete it.
They showed it.
Why? Look back feet and I couldn't find it. Why? Yes, we appreciate and we acknowledge, and the Maroons are they're indigenous. We their history. They've been there all along.
Exactly, their
even
history.
Even though they have questioned the history,
and
people don't have that conversation. They do.
No,
they're not ready for that.
And you know what? To be honest, what he said in the live, that part may agree with. Like, it's just an extradition thing. Them come to a peace treaty and them say, listen, any runaway save them, just bring them back. Cool. In the sake of trying to keep our word and our treaty, we can do that. Albeit, whatever. Them just try be good.
For the sake of being in good stead of the British, which he then criticizes James.
Yeah, and I'm like, you're holding on to this treaty from 18 how long?
If you're pre some clauses of that treaty, Ari is like, uno bitching to the British too. Like, uno Britain bitch.
Who write the treaty? And then
we have the authority to make man can be monks, just for observe and I don't know, I quest them thing then.
Listen,
come on.
I mean, I know him probably going to see this and them and say, yeah, you see, where you come to me them fuckery money and
yeah, I know some of the people.
You see, this is why I never want to do them and blah, blah, blah.
I've given up.
And to be honest,
2022.
Yeah, but the thing is,
look here.
There's certain things that you kind of see. I mean, I say,
I have a question, things that make
but
it.
But you see, this exchange that happened,
it's like a big dick measuring content. Why? But you just say ego just spill out on both sides.
Yeah,
on both sides.
Clearly.
I'm a leader.
No, I am the real leader.
I'm a leader. When I say me a government badness, but it's true. But if you... No, I was saying...
Yeah, government agent.
Whatever.
You know about the badness one.
Yeah, I'm not badness. No, but may I say, if Andrew had been like, we acknowledge the Maroons and
people say you're weak, brother.
Then might as well give people.
So it's a part of his role as well to appear strong in the face of them type of
and
thing.
you might as
put your foot down.
Might as well make the Dana Central Kingston say I'm here on Central Kingston Tower and we can't kill anybody more. Like what?
Not to say that's what Mr. Curry is saying, but is a parallel could be drawn there for real.
Because if anybody can claim sovereignty,
I think sovereignty.
Shit. Boy,
and the taxpayer point that Andrew brought up as well, because what is the cost of this sovereignty? If not sovereign, they're not sovereign. Why Jamaican taxpayers are
for foot the bill?
Foot somehow on the bill, right?
Anyways, me not sense. Me know that. Yeah. Me know that you gonna say.
Yeah.
We dumb. Nah, you can't read.
That's why when Queen Africa said we're brilliant. I was stop, right? Can I stop a bright? We bright enough to ask some question. You know what I mean?
But anyway.
Maybe I have some legal ground for standpoint for the treaty. Like all of this, the very fact same can bring it up and nobody can definitively say, no, you're wrong. Like maybe if it for bringing a court.
But then you know what I'm saying?
Who to tell?
But when I say is, I always wonder. So when Jamaica gained independence, wouldn't that... Anyways, I understand.
Politics will bring up a good point. Say, if Jamaica just have a bit more backbone and could have stand up to Mama Britain and say, Why go on this? Sort this out. What's happening? Then we probably would even be in this mess and things would be more clear. But it's like everything just up in the air. And say, oh, wait, could I do this? And yeah, we're nuts. We're nuts. Yeah.
My cartoon on a mate and a Montana. ATL guns out the old bad stabber. 45 baby berita, never jam. Who keep up my belly, don't a tone kick ram. As he do stone rifling on me hand. Fire from a distance, Eddie this long.
1 mil, 2 mil, that I look a bit. 3 mil, 4 mil. Take a trip, man I jealous. We fuck a bitch. S5 ATR roll. By the way, pull a killer. Man we bomb me like terrorists. Pull a girl, every color. We no prejudice.
Is this God? This son. Feel them love, it's hate. Feel them hate, it's real. Looking at them, I eat sign and seal. Some people just no want to raise. Some man a squeal. Some gal a spill on them. One friend they make a deal and then them forward on them ends up like.
The whole land firm to a straw or a tree limb. Come here fight for everything I believe in. Yes, I know that my faith can move mountains. Keep my heart pure like the streams and the fountains.
This dog, yeah, we die. All of me killer, them paranoid. We will left your mother sick, no appetite. The whole of them a get grave. St. Paul to my lonely place. Yo, son, tell them we no fear no one.